Hello everyone, welcome to Old School Chemistry. Today we're going to do the ALEKS topic using the Avogadro number. I'll let you know, my students tend to struggle on this. I'm going to try and simplify it as much as possible. We'll think our way through it, okay? Here are the three basic steps. First, always look at your units and convert so that you match the units down here. Second, when we find the mass for our one object, the mass of 1 mole of the object, all you do is multiply by Avogadro's number. That's it. You can think about it this way. If I have the mass of 1 brick and I want to know the mass of a dozen bricks, 12 bricks, you just multiply by 12. So if I know the mass of 1 brick and I want to know the mass of a mole of bricks, all you do is multiply by Avogadro's number. And then lastly, they'll always ask this question where they want you to compare the mass of 1 mole of your substance, of your item, to the mass of something else, usually really big. This is simply a ratio. We're just going to set up a ratio. So let's jump in and do this together. I look at my units. We are given kilograms for the mass of a brick. The mass of 1 brick is 4 kilograms, and the mass of earth is 6 times 10 to the 27 grams. So I'm going to convert kilograms to grams because I can see that I want my answer in grams. Okay, so step 1, I'm going to do this right here. We're going to take 4.0 kilograms, get rid of the kilograms, put that in the denominator. I want grams, goes in the numerator. 1 kilogram has 1,000 grams. That is going to give me 4.0 times 10 to the 3 grams. So I have 4,000 grams. And that's what I would put right here. They say 2 significant digits is because we started with our 2 sig figs times 10 to the 3. Okay, excellent. Now, so sorry. I jumped the gun here. Let's take that out. It doesn't want to know the mass of 1 brick in grams. It wants to know the mass of a mole of bricks. So we did step 1, we did the conversion. Now step 2, we are going to take the mass of 1 brick and multiply it by Avogadro's number. That will give us the mass of a mole of bricks. So step 2, let's take 4.0 times 10 to the 3 grams times 6.022 times 10 to the 23. And we are going to get 24.088 times 10. Actually, if I move this to a 2.4 times 10 to the 28, let's double check my mental math super fast. So 4 times 10 to the 3 times 6.022 times 10 to the 23, and we get 2.4088 times 10 to the, I missed it, times 10 to the 27. Times 10 to the 27. Okay, let me type that in. 2 sig figs, 2.4 times 10 to the 27. So 2 sig figs, we've got 1, 2. The bossy numbers does stay the same, 2.4 times 10 to the 27. Excellent. Now let's look at this last part. It says, how many moles of bricks have a mass equal to the mass of the earth? So let me show you how to set up this ratio. We just discovered that there's 2.4 times 10 to the 27 grams for every 1 mole of bricks. Well, our question is, what if instead you have the same mass as earth? I have 6.0 times 10 to the 27 grams. How many moles of bricks? How many moles of bricks? Can you see that ratio? 1 mole of bricks, 2.4 times 10 to the 27. But I say, wait, let's change that mass to match the earth. What if I have a mass of 6.0 times 10 to the 27 grams? How many moles of bricks will that be? Let's go ahead and cross multiply. So if we cross multiply, I'll bring this up here. We'll have 2.4 times 10 to the 27 grams times x. Actually we need that right there. I'll go ahead and multiply the 1 mole times my mass. It's going to equal 6.0 times 10 to the 27 grams times 1 mole. Now I'm going to solve for x. So I'll divide both sides by 2.4 times 10 to the 27 divided by 2.4 times 10 to the 27. And that was grams, that was grams. Notice that cancels, gram cancels, and I'll be left with moles. Let's put this into our calculator. We're going to take 6.0 times 10 to the 27 divided by 2.4 times 10 to the 27. And we get, we get 6 times 10 to the 27 divided by 2.4 times 10 to the 27. Look at that. X equals 2.5. So that means 2.5 moles of bricks is equivalent to the mass of the Earth. Wow. 2.5 moles of bricks is equivalent to the mass of the Earth. And then here we're going to put this in as 2 sig figs. I just do 2.5. Okay, good. Now the nice thing about this topic is always laid out the same way with the same questions. What's the mass for 1 mole of an object? And then you take that mass of that 1 mole and compare it to something else as a ratio. One word of warning, one more time, always check your units, okay? Convert your units so that you're in the grams. All right, good job. Be confident, you've got this. Follow these steps as you work out your problems. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.